Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm your host, PattSun, and today we're going to be taking a look at r/slash cheating stories, where OP's wife has a bright future in, let's just say, a certain career path. Let's begin. Details of my wife's affair still haunts me. Can I reconcile? Posted by Reddit user Roman Boston.
My wife and I have been married for 7 years, together for 10. I am 37, she is 32, and our marriage has been amazing up until recently. We get into the occasional disagreements like every couple, but for the most part it has been loving, fulfilling, and happy for both of us. While not as frequently as before, we still share an active and healthy sex life as well. She is truly my goddess, beautiful, smart, funny, etc., and I take great pride in the lifestyle that I provide for us. While I work anywhere from 40 to 60 hours per week, she is a part-time professor at a community college, as well as a yoga instructor, her passion. 4 months ago, I was rocked when I curiously peeked through her email. There was an exchange with a male name I didn't recognize. I opened the thread to find that this man was emailing my wife sex tapes of their affair while they shared sexually explicit banter. A rush of emotions came over me, but fortunately, I had hours to compose from the rage and formulate a plan before she got home. I felt as though I was blindsided. I could not stop watching the two videos and could not fathom that the life I had worked so hard to build with her could be taken from me. I packed up preparing to confront her and then leave for the night in order to sort things out on my own. I dropped the bomb on her, and immediately she began to tear up and sob in front of me, admitting to it and profusely apologizing. I got upset, told her I would find another place to stay. Her crying went into hysteria. She was begging and pleading for me to stay. She called non-stop during the time I stayed at my brother's, leaving messages saying that she loved me and it was the biggest mistake of her life. After 2 weeks I missed her, so I went home to reconcile. I kept asking her how she could do this to me, and each time she replied with "I don't know" or "it just happened." I found out that he was a 27-year-old professor at the college and began working in my wife's department months prior. I told her my trust would have to be earned back, but she had already come up with a plan to earn my trust back, including cutting the guy and changing jobs, allowing me to track her phone and car, giving me access to her email accounts, submitting to an STD test, and going to therapy. I could feel the deep remorse and her desire to reconcile. Since, she has been grateful for the opportunity I have given her, held up her end 100%, and generally been a very pleasant and loving person to be around. But if only the trust could fix the damage. Even with all this relationship progress, I cannot fight the constant pain and torment that comes from thinking of the details of her affair. The memory of the videos is burned into my brain, and feelings of pain, humiliation, and embarrassment overcome me. This has led to much stalled progress, as I have harbored much resentment for my wife because of it. Their sex was completely unprotected, and he was well endowed. She did things with this man of that we as a married couple have never done, like wear different lingerie and enthusiastically perform oral sex on him. It feels like a chore when she does it for me. What really hurts is that she had anal sex with him and swallowed his semen more than once. Those were two things that I asked her if she was willing to try in our relationship, and she would always detest, referring to them as gross or degrading. But words cannot describe how much she degraded herself in this video. It makes me sick to picture the disgusting things she did, like licking his anus or give him oral directly following anal. But worst of all, she seemed more enthusiastic about all of it than she ever has about our sex life in 10 years. I have asked her why she would do such things and how she could do things with him that she refused with me. Her answer is always, "I don't know." I am constantly being ripped apart seeking an answer to this question. Needless to say, my self-esteem is shot. I saw with my own eyes that this man turned her on more than I have, and she had a much stronger desire to please him. This has caused us to have intimacy problems ever since. Since her answer is, "I don't know," it is always running through my mind that it was because my penis was too small, that I'm too weak, or that I was an inadequate lover. These thoughts and feelings are causing so much emotional turmoil and built-up resentment towards my wife. She is putting in such a strong effort, but my feelings don't seem to go away or lose intensity. I would like to know if anyone else has dealt with such a problem. Is it fair to myself or my wife to keep trying to work it out? Any help would be much appreciated, as I feel like I am at my wit's end.
Oh shit. A little too vivid on the details there, my friend. but but seriously, to all of you trying to process getting cheated on, never accept I don't know as an answer. Trust me, they know. They just don't want to accept it. I don't know is just code for I don't want to tell you. The best response for this would be if you don't know how it happened in the first place, how the hell do you expect to stop it from happening ever again? You can only prevent things from happening if you understand how they happened in the first place. If you have no clue how something happened, there's nothing you can do to make sure it doesn't happen again. OP, there's no coming back from this. She has no respect for you, and given the sexual acts that she was willing to perform with her affair partner, but so adamantly refuses to do the same acts with you? Nah, man. Nah. No, 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 no. This marriage is over, dude. It's time to consult a lawyer and start getting your finances in order. Start focusing on yourself only. Start hitting the gym and revisit your old hobbies. Maybe pick up some new hobbies on the way. Go 180 and completely grey rock your wife. She needs to learn that there are consequences to her stupid actions. And now for OP's update.
I've been on the fence if I should give an update, but decided maybe it's good to write this down. I would like to thank all the people who reached out to me. I didn't expect to get so much support from strangers. I did get some nasty messages, but even those seemed to be helpful. So, over the last couple of months, we've been in therapy, but she wasn't very forthcoming as to why she did this. However, I eventually did find out why, but not through any therapy session. I think many of you already knew why, and I just couldn't accept it. We were invited to her friend's 30th birthday party, and I thought it would be a good opportunity for us to get out. The party went pretty late, and my wife was really drunk. This is rare for her given her focus on yoga. I ended up calling an Uber and we went home. She was really loud during the ride home, and it just annoyed me. When we got home, I thought given how drunk she is, maybe she would be more open to telling me about the reason for the affair. Before I continue, I think I should give you a little more background about my wife and myself. Over the last 5 years or so, I've gained over 50 pounds because of my total focus on career. Unfortunately, along with the weight, I have premature graying hair. I've been promoted a number of times, and my salary has increased significantly. I was doing this for us, so she could be a stay-at-home mom when we have kids. So with the weight and graying hair, I look much older than my actual age. My wife, on the other hand, has become very fit over the last 5 years while becoming a yoga instructor. She still has her blonde hair. I would say she looks younger than her age. Usually, I didn't think much of this difference in looks, but I guess I should have. Thinking back, I remember a number of times where my wife was hit upon at the grocery store or if we were out with friends. So, back to my drunk wife, she did end up telling me more about the affair. She admitted that she found him attractive and fit. He would come by her office, they would go to lunch. He started taking her yoga class, which I didn't know, so they would hang out after that as well. He would flirt, which made her feel attractive, and progressively he asked more personal questions, which then moved on to sex talk. She thought he was aggressive, but she also liked the attention, and it made her feel wanted. Still, she didn't think it would proceed further than that. But, one night at a faculty dinner, they both drank a little too much wine. My wife had forgotten something at her office, and he walked with her there since it was dark outside on campus. After they got to her office, he kissed her, and they ended up having sex on her desk. After that, it escalated from there. She never expected to do all those things, but he would be slightly more aggressive and push her during each of their encounters. She eventually just went with it and realized she enjoyed him being so dominant. She was crying as she was telling me all this and kept saying sorry. She said that the guilt has been eating at her, and she said I didn't deserve to be treated like this, given how good I've been to her. She just wished it never happened and doesn't know why she lost control like that. She kept saying she loves me. I said to her that basically, she screwed this guy and let him do whatever to her because she found him attractive, wanted to make him happy, and didn't want to lose him. She cheated because she thinks I'm ugly. She kept saying no, but I know that is why. I told her that I need time to myself to process this. So, there you have it. I guess the reason is straightforward, but it still hurts. I haven't spoken to a lawyer, but did look into divorce in my state. It seems like according to the law, I have to pay alimony for half the length of the marriage, so 5 years, and it will be 40% of the difference in our pay, so about 40,000. I also have to give her half of my 401k. I need to see if this is true, as I think this would be unfair, given that she cheated. I'm also thinking of reaching out to the guy she cheated with. I found his Instagram, and what is disturbing is that he seems to have a girlfriend. So this is really crappy all around.
OP, you need to realize something. This was never about you or that she doesn't desire you. This is purely about the fact that Chad wants her and the thrill and the rush that comes with cheating on you, which obviously she enjoyed. That is the kind of feeling that a person can never experience in a marriage. No matter how big your dick is, no matter how well defined your six-pack is, you can never experience it truly, because in a marriage, the taboo aspect of it is not there. Affair sex can never be compared to regular sex. That is the sad truth, and your wife knows that because she experienced it firsthand. Her lover could have had a micro penis and only lasted 30 seconds in bed, and it would have been the most thrilling experience for her, where she would have allowed him to do anything he wanted. Do you know why? Because your wife is a fucking cheater. It was never about you. It was always about her and about the prospect of Chad actually wanting her. Keep in mind here, OP, that she made the decision to betray and cheat on you even before she have seen him naked and before she knew about his dick size, which just goes to shows that cheating on you was never about his dick, but only about the desire to cheat on you, especially with a Chad. First came the decision to cheat on you, and then she had sex with him, not the other way around. Come on, man, there is nothing to process here. You already made the stupid mistake by trying to reconcile in the first place. Just save yourself the pain and divorce already. Look, the unfortunate reality is, divorce court does not care that she cheated on you. In their eyes, she's still entitled to half of every shit you own. I guess to them, us men can just go fuck ourselves, cut our losses, and, well, move on. That's all we can really do. And they wonder why men don't want to get married anymore. Viewer support is the best way for me to remain independent and continue bringing you these daily videos, which will always be here on my YouTube channel for you to watch absolutely free. So consider clicking that super thanks just below the video title, or you can use my PayPal in the description box down below. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you even somewhat enjoyed today's story, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you really like it, make sure to subscribe to PattSun to never miss a future upload. Stay strong.